Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to another episode of the Good Car Show. Today we're not in the studio, we're at Parliament Malaysia, and I'm joined by my co-host today, Prince Jonathan Vela, who is back. He's joining me today, and we're about to grill none other than the Member of Parliament of Batu. He's the chairman of MITRA, YB Prabakaran. YB, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome, YB.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for doing this.
Sorry, I was not available for the studio because during Parliament session, they will call us anytime.
Of course.
And of course, their studio is a bit far.
Yeah, correct. Next time I should get one closer to Parliament. So YB, you have come under a lot of criticism recently with regards to MITRA. You recently attended an event with, I think, with a lot of social activists. You explained yourself and all that. You defended yourself. Well done. But I just want to go to the start, YB, just so that people will know. When you took over MITRA, were there any issues that you found in MITRA that you had to fix when you first took over?
First of all, criticism is a usual norm for politicians. There's no politician without criticism. Like how Mahathir Tun used to say, he's not God, he cannot satisfy everyone. But here, I watch the social media, and majority of the criticism are baseless and without any facts. And some of the critics are just using emotions to ruin Mitra's name. And some critics who applied in MITRA, which after watching the video of them and me checking their application, is very different from what they say. Because some critics, they say they have all the license, they applied this, they want to do this. But when I check the application, it's different. Like they don't have proper application. They don't submit their module. They have not enough credibility to do that programs. And the most important part is they don't get any proper certification from government. Because previously, of course, many things happened in MITRA. I don't want to go back to the history. But what we have brought changes, whatever program, especially training programs, professional certification, skills, it must be valuable. Example, let's say you have a company and you want to train based on your company's expertise, whether it's AI, technology-based drone, anything. And I don't want, end of the day, you giving them certificate with MITRA's logo there, because it doesn't have any value and you can't enhance yourself. So what we ask is a proper certification endorsed by or collaboration by credible sources such as councils, stakeholders, government agency, like JPK. JPK training license many Indians have. But how many people they can train depends on the JPK license. Some JPK licensed trainers only have one trainer or one trainee. So how can they request for 100 people to train when they don't have enough capacity? So many things. But after taking over MITRA, I don't say take over. I can say lead MITRA.
Yes.
Because I'm chairman of a special committee together with two more other colleagues of mine, YB Segamat and YB Jelutong. And when I got appointed by PM 7th February, and officially it came back to JPM on the 4th of April, where there were only 2 pengaras out of 7, and there were ketua pengarah and almost 16 to 20 people who supposed to handle the Indian affairs, which we struggled a lot. But after a lot of challenges, we decided to plan, structure it well, identify the mechanism and the stakeholders, and we completed 99% of the fund.
But is your objective to complete the fund, or is it to transform the Indian community?
The objective is to obey the scope of MITRA, which is transformation.
Yes.
And of course, finishing the fund using quality projects, which will create transformation. We used sustainable model because without continuity or sustainability, I don't think so any transformation will happen. I don't want it to be one-off. You go train, after train, you just sign us the report, and we just follow the report, then case closed.
Yeah.
I don't want the history to repeat again. So we were changing a lot of policy matters, especially in the Garis Panduan. So once we lead, we worked with many government agencies, which they have fantastic projects. But the projects they have is not race-based projects. It cannot be specifically for Indians, whether it's TVET, education, Kementerian Pendidikan, Kementerian Usahawan, Kementerian Pertanian. We engaged with a lot of agencies. Like one of the agencies we engaged is Kementerian Sumber Manusia for MISI. It became a policy paper whereby we've given Kementerian Sumber Manusia 10 million to conduct skills program.
Yes.
Which they've successfully done, and we are still waiting for the report. It is one of our success story because we turned that into a policy paper. It's not only an initiative. So every year, Kementerian Kewangan will give them budget, which is, I feel, it's a great achievement.
That means it's consistently
there. Yes, it's consistently there, and the continuity is there. And same goes to Kementerian MARDI, agency MARDI. It's a JLC under Kementerian Pertanian. We discussed with them, we strike a deal with them, we gave them fund, and their role is to transform the Indian community by crafting projects based on our ideas.
Okay.
So this MARDI thing, this MARDI thing is already
MARDI
is already rolled out.
Rolled out. It's last year's project.
Okay.
So they will be coming out something like MISI.
It's more on Pertanian level. Like we give them fund to train Indians based on our application, and they train the students SKM level 2, and they give them land for 6 months for them to do their agriculture. And with this, you can really see the sustainability.
That's entrepreneurship.
Yes, correct. When they do the farming, whether it's honey, Bertenusan, or whatever it is, the product which they're supposed to sell, actually we buy. Kementerian Pertanian buy their products and they sell it outside. So that means your job is to...
But that's a fantastic plan. Why don't you talk about it, YB? All we hear is negative, not this kind of things.
I did talk about it in many areas, but if you look at the perception for that particular project, it's really bad because we only got around 20 applicants out of 30, because this is our first time we are doing such a project.
So they are applying to MARDI itself, or they come to MITRA first?
They come to any application. Like previously, any application based on MITRA's project, the stakeholders do.
Okay.
Now MITRA decided MITRA do, so that it will be 100% transparent.
It's something good, right?
Very good. Yeah. Just I'm wondering why you all don't talk about things like this.
No, I do speak about it in Tamil.
So it doesn't reach the masses.
That's why we are here today, to make sure this
Burst
one
the bubble.
goes out.
Previously, example, if you have a training company and MITRA is giving you a grant, then let's say for 100 students, you want to give them any certification. So you choose who the applicants are.
Yeah.
That means your company market it in social media that we are doing this with MITRA, please apply. So people don't know about it. That means only your circle. So end of the day, you can also be clumsy about it, and you can just take whoever you want, place them there, just take few snaps, and then done. Program is done.
Yeah.
And you can send report.
Correct.
But now we stopped because that is one of the weak Garis Panduan. So we said whatever funds we have given stakeholders, we do the marketing. We ask people to apply through MITRA, no more through the stakeholders. So whoever really need the project, they can apply through MITRA. Of course, the struggle is at the rural area.
How's the criteria like, maybe? Is it
Depends on the program. Like we did a project with EC Council. It's an international body certification with job placement 100%. That story I tell you later. But you see, that particular project only diploma and degree students.
Okay.
So it's specifically it's called intervention program. So I see many degree holders, diploma holders, very difficult to get job.
ஏன்னா அந்த விவசாயி குறித்து அந்த விவசாயிகளுக்கு இந்த வாய்ப்பு ஒரு பெரிய வாய்ப்பு.
ஆமா.
நம்மளுடைய
ஆனா நம்ம சமுதாயத்துல இளைஞர்கள் அந்த அந்த பார்ட் இன்ட்ரெஸ்டட் இருக்க மாட்டேங்குது. அக்ரிகல்ச்சர் விவசாயனாலே இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கும்.
So it's hard to recruit them.
Yes. So we engaged with NGOs, we engaged with local leaders. Say, you see, this is the program. Please ask whoever.
But is that your fault, YB? Because Mitra's fault? Because is Mitra proactive enough to go down to these various places, promote these programs rather than just using the NGOs? Why aren't you all going to these places, the hotspots for Indian?
No, we did a lot of community engagement programs. Like last year, we went to 9 states to reach out to local NGOs, leaders, stakeholders.
Okay.
We did many programs with them, because if you don't hear out from them, then what is the point you are there in Mitra?
Correct.
So we did a lot of engagement. That's where they become friends of Mitra. So we have a group, WhatsApp group. We have every time we have, like I just engaged with Arun and 38 stakeholders. So I told them some of the program. They were interested. They said, anyone, please join. So of course, it's difficult to penetrate into rural area because the information doesn't go. And in the meanwhile, Mitra only have 30 staff. Actually, to be exact, 16 permanent staff, rest of contract. So to go down and engage community, of course we do, but not frequent. Not frequent. Not frequent. Because, of course, you know, the government procurement, how difficult paperwork and all this application and all. So we try to balance it, because previously Mitra doesn't do that. Even this year we plan to go down the 9 states again to discuss and empower Mitra.
Okay.
So again, actually it's all about the policy matters. If you strengthen Mitra's policy, the continuity will be there. Why everyone don't feel Mitra previously, past 10 years, before this was SEDIC? Because no continuity. Every leader come, whether it's the minister or a chairman, they do what they wish. They buy cow, they give chairs and tables to Tamil school, which was a disaster, because
that's
now
not transformative at all.
It's not transformative at all. And some did this flower projects, making flower, a lot of bakery and all these things. So we said no. Whatever small time skills, go to Missy.
So that one was like, it was just a copycat of what HRDF was doing, this flower.
Yes. So we decided not to do that. Tailoring and all this. That's transformation, but it's not the key transformation.
But just one thing, YB, I just want to get, I think people need to know in terms of the impact of what you all do. One of it in 2024, for example, you worked with the Malaysian Indian Community Entrepreneurship Program for 600 participants to increase the number of entrepreneurs among Indians.
We call it Modalali.
Modalali, yes. And you allocated 12 million for that, 12 plus, right? That's a huge number.
Yeah.
So what was the result of this campaign?
Okay, the results were really amazing, because this is the first time Mitra have ever done something like this.
Okay.
Actually, we took a risk, because our discussion with the stakeholders when we go to the ground, many of them, I think 80% of them saying they don't have any platform to start business, because the only thing they are worried is finance. So Mitra was willing to support financially, but you must go through our process, which is the kursus, the training. So we decided to work together with INSKEN. Like I said, we crafted the policy, we enhanced the Garis Panduan, and we put it under INSKEN. And INSKEN is a very good agency. They helped us. They've never done this before, because it's Indian based. So we targeted more than 500. The applicants were 8,500.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, good. And there's pro and cons, because we could only entertain
500.
Yes, balance 7,000 plus, will say மாமனை கொடுத்துட்டான் மச்சான் கொடுத்துட்டான் அரசியல்வாதிங்க இப்படிதான் கிடைக்காது. The criticism is there, but end of the day we have the data. So we decided to give more to this year. Like there's few allocation which we trying to discuss to increase for new, I mean the previous application for this year as well. So last year was 12, maybe this year it's more, but wait for the announcement. And we strike a deal with INSKEN as well. Say, since there were so many applicants, we cannot give grant to many. So we decided, we train them BMC, business canvas model. So what we did, we almost 1,000 plus applicants, we invited them to participate in the business canvas model training, which many of them never heard about it. Because if you want to run a business, you should know how to run.
Yeah.
That's why many Indians, when they open up business, they go down very fast. Some sustained. So we need to train, give them the knowledge about business. So we were successfully run this course in the whole Malaysia, of course except Borneo. And the participants were quite happy to get involved in such an event. But they were also upset because we did a competition. We have to be fair. So since 8,000 plus applied, so we said first come, first serve for the B40. So we selected almost 1,000, 1,002. And whoever pass in this BMC training, those 500 people will be selected for the grant.
Okay.
So some of them were quite upset. But our point of view, we have to be straightforward. We are not choosing from our list or your list. Whoever get a good marks in their BMC, which the project they want to do, whether it's enhancing their business or new startup, these two. So based on their proposal and their BMC idea, we put marks on them. Not me, INSKEN.
Okay.
So we were being very, very straightforward and transparent. And now we are in the midst of finalizing.
Transformation generally happens post-training, right? I mean, generally,
after.
of course, you learn things, but then the transformation happens after.
Yeah.
What do you do for these businesses after? Like, do you provide them opportunities to grow and all that?
Yes, we are doing 6 months handholding.
Okay.
INSKEN is ready to enhold these qualified grant takers for up to 6 months
Okay.
to empower the business. And once they're done with their 6 months course, 6 months handholding, we can guide them to take the kun so that they can grow more bigger. That was the ideal plan that which we had.
Okay.
And another program which is really good, we targeted for young people, was Bursa Malaysia. Of course, you know Bursa Malaysia, GLC. And statistics shows that only less than 3% Indians are involved in share market.
Yeah.
So we did an engagement with Bursa, and they come up with a beautiful plan. And it was a bit tinkered by Mitra, saying, okay, we do this 2 sets. One is carnival, where B40 and M40 can participate. Another one is khusus khas for B40 students, and also a bit of M40 to train them beginner level, intermediate level, and expert level in share market. Expert level, once you pass, you will also get a job placement in the broker's agent. They can become a broker's agent, so you can sell the share. It's a good project. Many young people were there, and they ask us to do this kind of project every year, and that's our challenge, because the contract is for 2 years, so we can do after another year. But if I'm not there, will this program continue? I don't know.
Okay.
So that's why the policy is really important.
Policy is
If
important.
we empower the policy, the continuity will be there.
It's very important to continue these things, right? To have a consistency. The process with MITRA is sometimes they change and change and change. And then, as you said, when the new minister comes in, then changes again, new MP changes again. So
that's where the governance must really play a huge role. When MITRA was in JPM 2023, then it went to Kementerian Perpaduan. 80%, 70% of MITRA staff transferred. So all that policy, all that plan, hancho. So I start up everything as new, like it's a baby. So it was not easy. The challenges so much that I couldn't sleep, stress. I had a lot of food, gained weight. So now I hope it doesn't happen that way. Even if leaders change, I want the civil servants to continue what they're supposed to do
Okay.
without any political interference.
How serious is the Prime Minister in terms of these programs for the Indian community?
No,
Because,
he's very serious.
but why is it then that the opposition keeps saying that it's not?
Because of perception.
Mm.
Because nowadays perception is and these feelings of emotion is controlling social media.
Mm.
Whoever watch social media, they get easily influenced.
That the question to everyone is, கேள்வி என்னன்னா, MITRA, what has MITRA done? This is what they ask. What has MITRA done? How is MITRA helping? இவங்க நம்மளுக்கு அரசியல் தெரிஞ்சவங்க, அரசியல் தெரியாதவங்க, மித்ரா பற்றி தெரிஞ்சவங்க தெரியாதவங்க எல்லாமே மித்ரா குறித்து பேசுகிறாங்க. இப்போ நீங்கள் சொன்ன நிறைய விஷயத்தில் many of it, all of it is something good for
மக்கள் வந்து ஒன்று புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். மித்ரா தான் இந்திய சமுதாயத்தை உயர்த்தணும்னு நினச்சி மித்ரான்னு இருந்துச்சுன்னா that's wrong.
ஆமாம்,
அது ஒட்டுமொத்த அரசாங்கமே நினைக்கணும். கவர்மெண்ட் policies should empower Indians or all communities for transformation. MITRA is just a reason to help more Indians, targeted groups, intervention program, so that we can really help certain kind of people. With this 100 million per year, I can say we can help around 2 to 3% of the Indian population every year.
Okay.
But past 10 years supposed to be 1 billion, which is I rarely see transformational programs.
That was the question. Previously என்ன செஞ்சாங்க? Why? So what is the result?
Previously what என்ன செஞ்சாங்கன்னா அவங்க previous ஆளுங்கிட்ட தான் போய் கேட்கணும்.
அந்த ரிசல்ட் தான் it shows ல. அந்த ரிசல்ட்ல தான் இங்க கொண்டு வருது.
முன்ன வந்து after INDRAF இது ஆரம்பிச்சது. We go back bit of history. INDRAF முடிஞ்சுதான் SADIC, Plan Tindakan Sekolah, SEED, 4 body formed under Prime Minister's office. And after that, what happened? During Vedamuthi time, this 4 body turned into one as MITRA. That time, 80 stuff. MITRA was supposed to be shining particular era, but it didn't. Then 2020, when Muhyiddin took over, during COVID time, MITRA couldn't deliver or cannot do any engagement because of COVID.
Correct.
So MITRA shrank into a body which only gives grants. You understand? So now MITRA is what? Give grant for transformation programs. Avladhan. Before this, Plan Tindakan Sekolah, SEED, all these are gone. It's gone. So we try to revive back. We did discuss with PM, but it didn't go through well. Because PM's stand is very simple. Government of the day is for everyone. We don't want any race-based policies or any race-based initiatives. It should be everyone. Every citizen of Malaysia must be accessible to the government. But MITRA is already existed. So PM said continue the same. But we are trying to empower and institutionalize MITRA. That one is a bigger story, maybe next time.
In this poverty line, B40 க்கு கீழே இருக்கிறவங்க, what is it now? The initiative that we are speaking now is more to plantation and INSKEN and this part. Now, B40 கீழே, they are looking at MITRA. Well, அந்த அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் வந்து நம்ம கற்றுக் கொடுக்கணும் ஒன்று. ஆனால் how can MITRA touch those down there? What நான் என்ன சொல்லியிருந்தேன், நம்மளுடைய லாங்குவேஜ் அவங்களுக்கு புரிய மாட்டுது. இப்போ நம்ம நாட் இங்கிலீஷ், தமிழ், சைனீஸ்ல வாட் ஐ மீன், நம்ம பேசுறது இந்த விஷயம்லாம் கொண்டு வர சிஸ்டம் அவங்களுக்கு புரிய மாட்டுது.
நான் அவங்கள தவறு சொல்ல மாட்டேன். தவறு செஞ்சதெல்லாம் அந்த ப்ரீவியஸ் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன். ஏன்னா இந்த மித்ரா ஸ்கோப் குறைச்சது அவங்களோட தப்பு தான். அண்ட் மித்ரானாலே வெல்ஃபேர் இந்த மாதிரின்னு சில பேர் நினைக்கிறாங்க. பட் எனக்கு அவங்கள குற்றம் சொல்ல முடியாது. ஸோ வி ட்ரை டு என்கேஜ், வி ட்ரை டு எம்பவர் தேம். ஸோ இப்போ B40க்கு கீழே இருக்காங்களே, அவங்களோட மிகப்பெரிய பிரச்சனை வந்து பொருளாதாரம், எக்கனாமி அண்ட் ஃபைனான்ஸ். ஸோ we do one-off programs which is not transformational for B40s, especially together with this YKN, Yayasan Kebajikan Negara, dialysis, and TADIKA. TADIKA is a long story, but let me keep it short. Started previously by Tan Sri Allocation. Wanted to fund Indian TADIKA because that time 529 schools, Tamil schools, out of 529, there were only 100 plus Tamil schools have TADIKA, Tamil TADIKA. So on the base Tamil base illadanaala, Indian students were going to government Tamil school ku போல. So last time என்ன பண்ணாங்க, Tamil TADIKA திறந்தாங்க. But how to run the Tamil TADIKA, because most of the Indians are B40. So foundation fund them, pay the salary for teachers. Then when SADIC took over, SADIC pay the salary for teachers. Then when our government took over, we said we don't want to pay the salary because sustainability இல்லை. இப்போ நாளைக்கு பிரின்ஸே போயிட்டு 2 தடிக்கா திறந்தா லைசன்ஸ் கேபிஎம்ல எடுத்தா நம்ம காசு கொடுப்போம். Then he becomes a businessman. So it will slowly change. So what we decided, we said we will give subsidy for the student fee. So based on your TADIKA license, KPM license, they will put in their garage panno how much is the fees. The fees is based on the facilities. So இப்போ ஒரு TADIKA fees மாசம் 70 வெள்ளினா we give them 70 ringgit. Maximum up to 150 ringgit plus 50 ringgit for food. So we covered it, and from that fees they run their TADIKA. But in the policy exit policy இல்ல. இப்போ இன்னைக்கு இந்த வருஷம் MITRA allocated 10 million for TADIKA. After 10 years, how many million? நாளைக்கே MITRA இல்லாட்டி how? So the TADIKA administrators must find a sustainable model. They cannot be hoping on MITRA தான் காசு கொடுக்கணும், அப்பதான் அவங்க ரன் பண்ண முடியும்.
இப்போ அந்த ஃபண்ட் கிடையாது for this students. Some of them might be B40, I mean T20, M40.
No, we filter one by one. So not all students we keep fund. We filter the students, the parents, STR and all this thing. We filter, then only we approve. So what compared to last, even 2023, every TADIKA get 150 ringgit plus 50 ringgit. So for me, I think it's a waste of money. Why I must give fund for the TADIKA to grow? I can help the students. So what we did, and this is also a problem by Audit Negara. Audit Negara carried red flag. Why are you equally giving everyone? You see, one TADIKA have low facilities, get 150 ringgit plus 50 ringgit, and one TADIKA in KL, high facilities, get the same fund. Is it fair? No.
So this one
is wastage.
This part which you are saying, it is now in this rollout.
No, now we've changed it. After I came in, I changed it. I changed according to KPM's license. KPM give you license 100 ringgit, we give you 100 ringgit plus 50 ringgit for food. That upsets few TADIKA because fun koreyudilla. But I said you enhance your facilities, ask KPM to give you a higher fee. Of course we give you.
Correct.
Yeah. But only for B40 students.
I want to focus on MITRA's transformative mandate. Right, that was why it was started. If we look at any people,
this is all historical burden which I'm carrying. Dialysis, of course, it's not transformative. But what do you want me to do?
No, that's fine. I understand, because I think in the press con, YB, when you were there and you explained, I can see the logic in it. Because dialysis is a bit of an emotional topic as well. There is a politics there.
Yes.
And of course, you want to help people. So
like
I completely
example,
understand.
like Yayasan Kebajikan Negara, we given them 15 million. It's not rocket science. We just copied what Baitulmal did. For Indians, we did kematian, chronic diseases, clinical equipments, wheelchair, bed, and all this thing. Very less number of student transportation fee, newborn babies, B40 babies, and then few more other things, which we crafted. We give to Yayasan Kebajikan Negara, which is a government foundation, and said, let's do this. They were very happy to do it. So now Indian Baitulmal so now Yayasan Kebajikan Negara. But of course, the applicants are overwhelming because our B40 is 700,000. How to accommodate these numbers?
So what's the numbers now which they are accommodating?
Indian community B40 is 700,000.
What I mean is Yayasan. You know, you see, Yayasan is a
You see, every program have its own budget. You understand? Let's say like Kaira Kematian, maybe 2 million. How many people we can accommodate? So
it's just
we are
because
struggling, but we are happy that we started early.
Yeah.
We are happy we started early. So when we take part with these interrelated government agency programs, we have more manpower. So it's going well. Coming back to you,
is it tough for Mitra to juggle between being a transformative agency and being a welfare agency? Is the people's expectation something that is tough for you to manage?
Yes, of course. It's tough, but at the same time, I want to help them. That's why we have to do all this.
Just to ask some of the questions which is asked outside to you.
Can.
Being people tend to ask why this, why so. Now, the question of dialysis and keep dialysis. They question, money has been given to KPM. Why does Mitra need to give this money for this dialysis?
KPM?
Yeah, KPM is given a budget. KKM, sorry. மன்னித்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். KKM is given budget for dialysis and everything this part. ஏன் மித்ரா வந்து அந்த காசு அவங்களுக்கு வீணாக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சிலர் கேட்குறாங்க. அப்போ சிலர் வந்து கொடுக்கணும், இன்னும் கூட கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ that's the question. So should it stay, அது மறுபடியும் இன்னும் வெல்ஃபேராக இருக்கணுமா என்ன கேட்டிங்கன்னா நோ. பட் to you, how do you see this?
பேசுகிறவங்க 1000 பேசுவாங்க, உள்ளே இருந்து தெரிஞ்சாதான் அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நம்மளோட சேலஞ்சஸ் என்னன்னு. யூசி Kementerian Kesehatanக்கு ஃபண்ட் இருக்கிறது உண்மைதான். ஆனால் 90% of the fund is for management administration. And then who will pay? HKL, this one or salary, or who will pay? So balance 10% to 20% only, it's a development fund. And like I said, it's not, government is not race-based policy. But is there any aid for dialysis patient in JKM? Yes, there is. Of course there is. But is it enough to accommodate Indians? No. It is not enough. So 4 or 5 years ago, they started it. Now you want me to stop it? No way. Then who will carry all the burden? I'm carrying the burden. But I'm happy that I'm giving the Indians, because previously, in 2023, the funds were given to Pusat Dialysis. We had a challenge in that. Pusat Dialysis கொடுத்துட்டு பேஷண்ட் அந்த டயாலிசிஸ் சென்டர் மாற்றினாலோ இல்லை பேஷண்ட் இறந்துட்டாலோ காசு திருப்பி கொடுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. Dialysis center. I got very upset. I said no. We straight give to the applicant. Dialysis patient க்கு நேரா அவங்க அக்கவுண்ட்க்கு போட்டோம். அவங்க டயாலிசிஸ் தான் செஞ்சாகணும். செய்யாட்டி then is their faith.
So maybe I just to ask, now this is only dialysis, there's heart patient. Why don't do everything?
Yeah, that's where we come up with this Yayasan Kebajikan Negara. Chronic diseases, we fund them. Up to 3,000 also got, up to 6,000 also got.
So they applied to
cancer,
Mitra?
dialysis, that one, Mitra have opened application. You can go through their website.
Their website?
Mitra website.
Mitra website.
And you can identify Yayasan Kebajikan Negara's link. And then you go, and after very simple, straightforward process. The whole government is digitalizing the initiative.
So now,
but when Mitra digitalized the initiative, people telling it's a burden, very difficult to upload and all.
அப்போ இன்னைக்கு நம்ம சொல்றது என்னன்னா கேன்சருக்கும் இருக்கும், these other chronic diseases கூட போய்
Yeah, can. Yeah, you need artificial leg, wheelchair, bed. We are giving. I did.
பட் காசு தான் பொருள்ன்றாங்களே, அது ஒருத்தன் வந்து கைலி கிளத்துறான், ஒருத்தன்
அதான் சொன்ன 1000 பேர் 1000 விஷயம் சொல்லுவாங்க. அவங்களெல்லாம் நான் என்டர்டெயின் பண்ணா அப்ப என் வேலையை யார் பாப்பா?
But YB, just I mean, what I was saying just now is that the mandate of Mitra is to be a transformative agency.
Yes.
Now, one good example that we can compare Mitra with is the NEP policy. Okay, when NEP was started, it was a transformative policy. All right, it was implemented. Agencies were implemented, were created, schools, colleges, asramas, all this kind of thing. Why can't Mitra follow that step instead of being a grant-giving organization, which, in my opinion, it's not as transformational as it can be. Why not focus on, say, developing your own dialysis centers, developing your own hospitals, your own schools, your own asramas that is owned by Mitra? Then you become more of a transformative.
You are absolutely right. That is my biggest dream, which I want to implement. But is it easy? Because what you are saying is race-based policy. You know why? Mitra is just a unit, not even an agency. And why I said unit? Because every agency, they have account amana. Mitra don't have account amana, so they cannot keep fund. That's why the fund is in MOF. So we don't finish the money, we don't apply and bring out the money stays there and the money is burned. So that's where just now I said to institutionalize MITRA. It's a big topic, but let me make it short. So if you institutionalize MITRA, MITRA will have account amana. You can invest, you can build things, you can do big time CSR, and the transformation scope will be much more wider.
Yeah.
So did I start my work? Yes, I did discuss with the PM. Like I said, it's not easy to convince the PM. PM need to be, convinced by a lot of us, MPs. We are voicing out, we are trying to convince. It takes time. Reform takes time.
That's fair. But another thing that I have a sort of a thing about MITRA is that I don't believe in the giving out money to the NGOs, because I don't see that as a transformative step. It will be good if MITRA were to handle itself like in that manner whereby, okay, this is our plan for this 5 years, 10 years, and we are going to execute it by ourselves.
Of course.
Perhaps working in collaboration with NGOs, but doing by yourself.
I totally agree with you. I were exactly thinking like you when I first entered MITRA. Then MITRA changed me.
How so?
So it's like this.
Transformative.
Transformative to
it's like
YB.
This. See, because you need to hear out what people say, NGOs, what they say. Like recently, you would have also watched this video where a hockey coach is giving training to hockey students, Indian students, and in the video he uttered this word saying, MITRA, we never gave any MITRA fund, although we applied, but whoever watching this, we need support, that we need fund to train the students. See, my question is, why we must fund you to train Indian students? நாங்களே train பண்ணிட்டு போயிடலாமே. But we don't have the capacity. But when we check his background, he applied through a company. It's not a training company.
I see.
It's a sports equipment company. So of course it's not in our Gary's fund one. But like I said, let's say we give you fund to train the hockey students, sports. Next year, once the student already practice, next year you're gonna ask again to train more students. So we are actually giving money to enhance yourself. You become transformative, but the students learn, and then what happened to them? Where is the next level of transformation?
For those who have rejected, or most of this application, it's rejected. Some of those comments and everything we see, they are telling that they don't know why it was rejected. So now this answer, you cannot be answering all of the
I can.
Everyone.
But I can answer generally.
Yeah, I mean, what my question is, will they get the direct answer? For example, this applying, so he doesn't fit in certain certificate. So how do you answer?
We are in the middle of creating a mechanism to answer them, because not easy. 1,300 proposals.
Yes.
Reply பண்றதுக்கு எங்களுக்கு ஒரு மாசம் 2 மாசம்
இல்ல அதுதான் கேள்வியா. இப்ப அவங்க வரும்போது everybody thinks that they are eligible. See, I don't agree.
அதனால தான் நாங்க ரோட் ஷோ செஞ்சோம். 9 மாநிலத்துல ரோட் ஷோ செஞ்சு மித்ரானா இப்படிதான் செய்யணும், இப்படிதான் நீங்க application போடணும். Gary's Fund 1 is a booklet. It's not a 2-form paper. It's a booklet, A to Z, everything is there. என்ன அப்ளிகேஷன் பண்ணணும். சில பேர் அப்ளிகேஷன் போடுறாங்க, பின்னாடி எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஒரு 0 போட்டுடுறாங்க, ஃபண்டிங் எங்கேயோ போகுது. அப்புறம் கேட்டால் தவறி போட்டோமா. அப்போ ஏசான் ஹசானா, தராஜு, நிறைய ஏஜென்சி இருக்கு, அவங்கள்ட்ட இந்த மாதிரி விளாட முடியுமா? மித்ரானா இலக்காரம். ஸோ டாக்குமெண்ட் சப்மிட் பண்ணாதது, கொடுக்கறதே ஒரு வேலை. அது நீங்கள் டாக்குமெண்ட் சப்மிட் பண்ணாமல் ஏஐ மூலிமா ஆட்டோ ரிஜெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டா அப்போ எப்படி நாங்கள் என்ன செய்யறது? ஸோ லைக் ஐ செட், ஈவன் லைக் ஐ செட் த ட்ரைனிங் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் சேம் கோஸ் டு பரதநாட்டியம். இப்போ வருஷம் மித்ரா காசுலேருந்து நீங்கள் ட்ரைனிங் நடத்துறதுக்குன்னா I said it's not a good idea, it's not transformative. So what we spoke to Bharatanatyam team, there was many proposals for Bharatanatyam. I said, do train the trainers. இப்போ நீங்கள் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணி, இப்போ லெட்ஸ் சே தெக்வாண்டோனா பிளாக் பெல்ட், அந்த பிளாக் பெல்ட்டை ட்ரெயின் பண்ணி என்டாஸ் பண்ணி டீச்சர்ஸ் ஆக்குங்க. Send them to school, go to Taekwondo Malaysia and get them endorsed, Send them to school. School, when they see certification by TM, Taekwondo Malaysia, they will say, okay, come do, become trainer in our school. That's how they sustain. That's how they get fun. So that's what we are doing. Same goes to Bharatanatyam. Ask India, who's well connected, give them a specific certification program, which recognized by the whole world. Then you can go anywhere and you become trainer. Then you get students.
கேள்வி இப்போ நீ இந்த விஷயம்லாம் சொன்னீங்களே, நம்ம இதான் கேள்வி, why is this info, இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள் மக்களுக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது?
நம்ம சொல்லிக்கிட்டே தான் இருக்கோம் மக்கள்கிட்ட. ஆனா இந்த விஷயத்தை கப்புன்னு பிடிக்கிறவங்க யாருன்னா இந்த மித்ரால அப்ளை பண்றவங்க மட்டும்தான். இந்த சாதாரண அடிப்படை மக்கள் இந்த விஷயத்தை பார்த்துட்டு அப்படி ஸ்க்ரோல் பண்ணிடுவாங்க. அதுதான் பிரச்சனை.
That's why. That's அது வந்து creates perceptions and different understanding and ideas where this.
அது நம்ம ஒன்றும் செய்ய முடியாது. ஏன்னா பாருங்க, ஒரு விஷயம் சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் சரி, இந்த மாதிரி பாட்காஸ்ட் செஞ்சால் சரி, அந்த சர்டன் குரூப் தான் பார்ப்பாங்க. only your followers will watch and some public. அப்போ லைக் ஐ வென்ட் டு கடா, இதே மாதிரி ஒரு 500 பேர்கிட்ட பேசினேன். they were very happy. Some people say, why don't you come and contest in கடா, forget about care. See, people don't understand. So I said, you see, மித்ரானா இப்படி தான், இதுக்கு நீங்கள் அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க, இதுக்கு நீங்கள் அப்ளை பண்ணுங்க. When we did the Carnival Bursa Malaysia program, very good crowd. They were very happy, and we brought in Takun, we brought in KWSP, we brought in Yayasan Kebajikan Negara, we brought in IKASE, all the booths were there. It's like a one-stop center for Indians. We did in Kedah, we did in KL. Next is Selangor next month. I wish you all can come and see how MITRA does program. Then you are like, wow.
I saw the photos and videos.
It's really interesting because அந்த மாதிரி செஞ்சது இல்லை யாரும். அந்த காலத்துல சாமியல் டைம்ல நிறைய செஞ்சது. After that, no, I didn't see anything.
What do you define as transformative when it comes to MITRA? What is your vision?
See, transformative-na பொருளாதாரம் வாழ்வாதார வளர்ச்சி இருக்கணும். That means economically they must enhance themselves. From B40 they must go to M40. Changes, drastic changes must happen. But how do we give these drastic changes? Highly skilled professional certification, training, இந்த மாதிரி தான். Notes, one-off கொடுக்கிறது, no way they can transform at all. Yes. Like one program during our time we did to overcome this B40. No, miskin tega. Government gave grants for few months. After that, what happened? They become B40 back. So it's not sustainable, not advisable. Even giving Ali Parliament 100,000, I spoke to PM. PM said no, because I don't find it sustainable. Because every MPs do what they want to do. Some MPs did quite a bad program that people critique. So they don't know. So let the Indian leaders to draft and craft the projects and then go ahead. Like my team, although we 4 people in the committee, I also meet all the Indian backbenchers, the aduns frequently and explain to them what is happening, this is happening. Of course, can I satisfy everyone? No, I cannot satisfy everyone.
Of course not. Yeah.
Satisfactory, I think like what you say, things have been told. நான் நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த இன்ஃபோ வந்து நிறைய போக மாட்டேங்குது வெளியே. அது போகாதனால அந்த பேட் ரிமார்க்ஸ்.
நீங்கள் இன்ஃபோ போலன்னு சொல்கிறீங்க. இங்கே பாருங்க, we did a project with JPJ, give free GDA license.
Yes, the lorries.
I think that is a wonderful project because people appreciate. Because one guy, 2 guys I met the program said, நான் வந்து அந்த ஃபேக்ட்ரியில் ஜாமா தூக்கிட்டு இருந்தேன், இப்போ நீங்கள் லோரி லைசன்ஸ் கொடுக்குறனால நான் லோரி டிரைவர் ஆகிடுவேன், எனக்கு சம்பளம் நிறையா வரும். That's transformation. Takkan I go ask him to do SPM back and sit for a doctor? Cannot.
Correct.
Age அந்த intervention program அதுக்கு. And how many people applied for that program? More than 1,005. How many we able to do? 600. So is that a successful project? Yes, successful.
That's
Vartaga Valarchi Nidhi.
The continuity? Is there?
They got license.
I mean, after them, is there others only or just one project like that?
No, you see, JPJ doing that project. But how many Indians are getting, when it comes to bilangan It's less.
Mm.
So Mitra intervene, we do more. Because Klang Valley statistically, Indians are more.
So you only did just that once, the one in Kuala Selangor.
No. That project is for 2 years, phase by phase. So 2 years finish, of course we want to continue. Last time they did that and then they stopped.
JPJ.
No, Mitra.
No.
Mitra, JPJ always do that. Mitra stopped. I don't know why. So I said
There's
continue.
something good because most of our people are there.
Yeah.
They need a license.
Logistic
even car
industry,
license also.
Indians, car license too much lah.
from what because there they can grab and this kind of things can be done. I mean, agree also.
If Mitra have 300 million, then I will listen to you lah.
Then
But
today
that's a good point as well. I mean, of course, your opposition members have said that we should get 500 million. So, is it an allocation issue? I mean, do you agree that we need more? And if so, how much do you really need to carry out your vision?
This transformative initiative must come out from the government itself. It's not only Mitra, but Mitra is seeking for more fund so that the transformative agenda really happens. Because the burden of Mitra by doing one-off projects is almost 40 million. So 60 million only we focus on transformative. Like just now you said you don't agree to giving NGOs. Of course, I was the same mindset. But what happened after that? Some NGOs, genuine NGOs, are doing awareness program, cultural program, sports, which we cannot neglect. Like who are these people? Silambam NGO, Kabaddi NGO, Tirumurai class, Bhajan class, all these NGOs.
Yes.
So if we don't take care of them, where do they get fund? You go to Ali Parliament in their particular constituency, how much they will give? 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. And they go to the state, same thing. How about opposition states? How do we help them? So that's why somehow we need to give. Because they will come and tell, we did this Tirumurai class. You see,
but that means that YB, that means that Mitra cannot entirely be a transformative agency then. It also needs to have some sort of welfare element to it. It'll always have that.
That is the question just now. See,
it has been already there when I took over.
Unless
so I just keep it up there.
Unless maybe my question is, should we have Mitra A and Mitra B? 100 million there and 100 million
No,
here.
even we had a discussion with PMO saying we want to have our own foundation. So if you don't institutionalize Mitra, it's okay, give us a foundation. So that the foundation can take care of the welfare part.
The welfare,
Yes. So the foundation can do CSR with big giant corporates. There are also corporates willing to support Mitra. Few discussions still going on, like Sagi, all these things, scholarships and all.
How do you see all what you have?
So the foundation can be really a good entity for welfare. Let Mitra be transformative 100%. But is it easy to do? Governance challenges is there. I mean, bureaucracy is also there, and also political challenges is also there. I might be right, but some people say I'm not right.
Let's just switch gears a bit to RMK 13 since the discussion is going on now for this next one month, I think. 1 month discussion going on. Mitra had submitted certain proposals to the Prime Minister in terms of Indian initiative. So what did you submit to the Prime Minister?
We submitted the RMK to Kementerian Ekonomi.
Kementerian Ekonomi, sorry.
We did. See, Kementerian Ekonomi engaged with all the ministries, agencies and unit to discuss about RMK 13. And first time in history, Kementerian Ekonomi asked Mitra to draft RMK 13 suggestions and cadangan for Indians. So we did an engagement with a lot of professional people, industry players, and few of aduns also were there. And it was a very successful program. And Mitra successfully drafted RMK 13 for Indians, including suggestion, initiative, execution as well. Because many papers, whether it's Plan Tindakan Masyarakat India, Indian Blueprint, executive part is very weak. They will put Indian have this issue, this is the solution. But execution, how? That's why
most of it don't have.
Most of it don't have. But in Mitra, together with the KP, we pushed for executive work process to be there. And we have submitted and we are waiting for the result.
But in this case, it's interesting because MITRA has submitted one,
Mm.
and then MIC recently came out the press con. They have submitted one, and then Nur Izzah is making one. So who should the Prime Minister listen to?
I think it is good in my view, because if we have more policies for Indians, we have the Kementerian Ekonomi have more ideas to put in, and we are voicing out as one community to have a new page in RMK 13, whether it's Nurul Izzah or MIC or me. Our intention is one. So we have submitted. Let's hope for the best. MIC have submitted. I don't know about Nurul Izzah, whether she submitted already or not, but I think the work is going on. So let's hope for the best.
Yeah.
But most of the RMK, whoever submit, I think it's the due diligence by Kementerian Ekonomi to filter it and process it. And end of the day, it will be all back to MITRA. So if MITRA's fund is still the same, and I don't think so we can talk much about it, RMK 13. But I heard there's few good news in RMK 13. Let's hope for the best.
Right.
I know the answer, but I want to ask you. And
if you know the answer, why you're asking?
I want you to tell. You are our leader in front there. Question: how do you see the government giving importance to the Indians?
I see we are all working hard to strengthen the policy level, the initiatives. The government, like I said, the government is focusing on all Malaysians. And I've given a task to lead MITRA, which is basically to handle B40 Indian transformative programs. So I'm busy looking at that. So any angle which I think about will be on my job scope. But as a prime minister, as a minister, their angle is much more wider. So they go for all Malaysians. So of course, the concern for Indian community, and some say the Indians are left out. Of course, some are left out, especially the rural areas. We are trying to use MITRA as a vehicle to help them as well. Like some applications throughout the government agency, we can coordinate also. If you apply, you don't apply, you don't talk. Some people, they say in social media, we apply this, we apply that, never get. Go and check, they never apply at all.
But YB, is that a fair assessment that when you say that the government wants to do multiracial policies, right? Is it hypocritical by the government to say that we want to practice multiracial policies, but at the same time you have affirmative action, you have these agencies that are already there? Is that hypocritical? Is that a fair representation of the situation? Come on. Because for me, I look at it as MITRA's role has to be, I mean, I believe in multiracial policies. I do. I've said it publicly as well. But I think certain issues must be addressed first when it comes to Indian community. There are certain transformative plans must be put, like what you said, what you just said, elevating people from B40 to M40, because we know during COVID a lot fell the other way, right? So when you say race multiracial, do you think that helps us in any way when there should be specific policies for us for long term that MITRA maybe implements when it goes on?
The current policy which already exists is strong enough to transform Indian community. But how did the politician use the current policy to help the community? That's the question mark there. Like previously, did it happen? Like why many Tamil schools still don't have Tamil TADIKA? Because of fun. Why previously it didn't happen? Why are you blaming now? That's my question. We are trying to improve the situation by collecting all the minds and agencies to sit down and discuss and move forward. But of course, the challenge is when an Indian go to a particular agency, if they cannot get what they want, the bureaucracy they is saying, go to MITRA. So MITRA become everything for them. That's why we are getting backlash. But of course, if you want a policy for Indians and then the policy for Chinese and policy for Iban, Kadazan, I don't think so it will end up well. So use the current policy to empower everyone. That's my stand. And MITRA is a bonus due to in-draft those times. Now we have that. Use MITRA to uplift the Indian community is my biggest task. And using the other agencies' advantages, initiative, which helps the Indians, which I'm using it to bring it to the public.
Okay.
Should also MITRA be a directory for all these other agencies?
That's what we requested in RMK 13. I came out with a statement. Let MITRA be the sole channel for all the agencies, because we are willing to help. That's what we proposed.
Yeah, because if it's like that, the question when what Vinod asked, I agree. But then, I mean, this is asking him the answer, so I can't answer. So I want him to answer. So that's the thing. So if we become a directory, MITRA becomes a directory. Anybody, any issues, enna problem வந்தாலும் அவங்களுக்கு strike பண்றது MITRA. They go to one ministry, they say, oh, you cari MITRA lah. So when they go cari MITRA, so MITRA வந்து அவங்களுக்கு எந்த சோர்ஸுக்கோ எது போகணும்னு ஒரு இடம், ஒரு one stop center மாதிரி இருந்தா அது
it's in our pipeline. We identified such program like what you just said, one stop center, call center and everything, because with current MITRA manpower level we can't do that. So we already identified. We are still waiting for PM to approve it. So once it's approved, then when I announce, then you will know. The Indians especially will know where to go and get help.
Fair enough.
Because now everyone wants to come to Putrajaya. MITRA also cannot open office in every state, because MITRA is a unit. It's not an institutionalized agency. So, but we are working in all angles. It's like handling a newborn baby. Everything we must do. So that's why it's very sensitive. Sometimes I look at the critics, I laugh at them. என் பொசிஷன்ல வந்து பாருங்க, அப்ப தெரியும் சம்பளம் கிடைக்கல, ஒன்றும் கிடைக்கல. பட் இந்தியன்ஸ் தான் ஹேண்டில் பண்ண முடியும். Because
people are emotional.
We are very emotional. நானும் இமோஷனல் இருந்தா அன்னாடும் கேமராமேனுக்கு சத்தம் போட்டுக்கிட்டு தான் இருக்கணும். But we are trying to understand their problems as well. நான் என் ஆஃபீஸ்க்கு வர்றவங்களுக்கு அவங்களோட பிரச்சனை தான் நம்பர் 1. ஆனா அவங்களுக்கு நம்ம பிரச்சனை 1000 பிரச்சனை இருக்குது அவங்களுக்கு தெரியாது. ஏன் 1000 பிரச்சனையை அவங்கள்ட்ட சொன்னா அவங்க ஆஃபீஸ்க்கே வர மாட்டாங்க. But that is not my job. I need to help them. Whoever comes to my office, I will make sure they are happy.
Question next. Now
இந்த கேள்விலாம் எழுதி வச்ச மாதிரி இல்ல, சொந்தமா யோசிச்சு வர்ற மாதிரி இருக்கு. அப்பனா இது ஒரு 3 hour போகுமா?
இல்ல, இதுதான் நேரம் உங்ககிட்ட கேட்கறது. நம்ம போன்ல பேசலாம், பட் மக்களுக்கு தெரியணும். அதனால தான் இந்த கேள்வி கேட்கறது வந்து பாருங்க. இப்போ என்னன்னா, I also told, I spoke in Vinod's podcast previously. I said the reason why ஏன் நிறைய திட்டங்கள் அதுக்கு ஃபைனல் இல்லை அப்படின்னா, அரசியல்வாதிகள் மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. ஏன் அந்த இடத்துல உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கிற தலைவர் மாறிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ அப்படி மாறி இருக்கிறதுனால தான் இந்த மாதிரி இப்போ நீங்க இருக்கிறீங்க.
ஆமா, நான் தான் இருக்கேன். கேள்வி
அது மாறுமா இல்ல? What is the idea? Because the question is, when it changed, the thing that you told about MARDI, about this thing, all something which is good. And this one has to be time is a factor. Rome was not built in a day. ஒரு நாள் ஒரு வருஷத்துல ஒன்றும் நடக்காது. இது பல நாள் இருந்த ஒரு பிரச்சனையை நம்ம கொண்டு வரோம். So what I saw was, I mean, I'll answer it later. I want to ask you, how do you see you moving forward? Will there be any change, or will you continue this? For me, if this is continue, everybody makes some wrong steps, some mistakes, and something we missed, something we did not see, we overlooked. So இதெல்லாம் கவர் பண்றதுக்கு we need time. So how do you see yourself?
Okay, see, number 1, why when we do programs with NGOs, it's not continuing. There's no continuity because NGO தலைவர்கள் மாறுவாங்க. I prefer to do projects with government agencies, because government agency policy is permanent. Permanent policy have continuity. Like MITRA policy empower பண்ணாதான் அந்த continuity இருக்கும். So when I came in, they all asked me, what is your Halatuju? I said, what is my Halatuju? I checked everything. I said, I want continuity. So 2024 until 2026, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Continuity projects with government agencies. But I cannot neglect the stakeholders, the Tibet, Indian Tibet programs, what is this, Tirumurai class, all these cultural events, Tamil school programs, all this we cannot neglect. The transformative will happen, but I cannot neglect the non-transformative projects, dialysis, TADIKA. And all. So the second thing is, if I'm not there, the things in the Garis Panduan and the scope of Mitra which I've created, hopefully it lasts until until I'm there.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The hopefully part, that's what we are seeing. Well, I would say failure is the lack of end. We can't see.
But that's democracy. If the system is so easy to access, why worry? Now, some people, like I felt it when I took over in 2024, many people lobbied me. Like, Mitra, we can do this, we can do that. I'll be like, who are these people? I've never met before. Some people come and say that, you helped me to pass this project, you get me this project. I like, oh, this is very nice. Now I'm very important person. But I don't involve in all that because I don't know about that. You ask me about drone, I just like to fly the thing. I don't know certification. I didn't know you need to get CAM license. Now I know everything. So that's why Mitra is transparent. You can go and find out in the community. The 10%, 20%, 30% all, you cannot hear with Mitra. And whoever we give fund last year, you can open the system. It's clear, straightforward. The names are there. The applicant, dialysis, TADIKA, all are there. And I proudly say Mitra is zero corruption. Wait for this year. This year, you all, if once approved and come, then you all check. Go another round. I can have a group of debate about it regarding corruption. And I love that topic. Because I'm transparent. What you need, I tell you everything. That's why I daringly go to Arun's engagement. I didn't make any mistake. Why I must be scared? In 1 week, we set up that engagement. I said, Arun, I will come. You invite whoever you want. All the fighters all came. But didn't have any fight.
I see, maybe you like the fight. Even before this interview started, you're like, let's do a more
I'm with you guys. I want to empower. I want to be
it should
helpful.
Be like that, I see.
And their concern was same. Why the things you are telling, you're not telling to the Indians? I say, I always tell, you all go watch or not? Go to my TikTok and see. Read the newspaper. Go to every program we launch, mainstream media. You were there in the STEM program. All the mainstream were there, but they only put the controversial part. They didn't put the part where STEM is really good.
I'm also guilty of that.
See, because that's what people watch, and media also plays the same.
I apologize.
Now I know that. Before this, I didn't know.
No,
because Professor, what's her name?
TS Doctor, what's the name also?
She told me she invited you personally. To discuss about the program. Now you go apologize to her.
So, question, maybe one of the last questions. Will the money be depleted or finished in this round?
Of course, we have done our homework. You see, normally, we know what we're going to do a year before. Like when I think last year, August, November, we already identified few initiatives which is highly impactful for the community to do on 2025. But we need a transparent method. That's why we opened the portal. PM agreed to open the portal. Then we asked stakeholders to apply. To filter many, around 1,100, it took around 4 months. You see, you can go and search this. Every time Mitra opened application, only that particular year, I did out of norm. I opened it earlier, December I opened it. December 5th until January 5th, so that I can process early, then I can start the work early. So if you ask me, I've done my part. Mitra has done the part. So we are just in the midst of discussing with the Prime Minister to understand what is Prime Minister's direction, so that we can improve ourselves as well and to deliver the best to the public. And of course, the task is not only to finish the 100 million, to bring transformation towards the community. So we are working hard, and even today, PMO have called Mitra for a discussion. Hopefully, there's some good news.
But that means the money will be coming out this year.
Yeah. Now, dialysis and TADIKA PM already approved. And we open portal for people to apply, especially the patients and TADIKA students. So I think another 1 week, once the portal is closed, we will start filtering and then we will release the money.
What's the hold up for the other things? That's why the opposition is coming hard at you. Why the hold up?
The hold up is because PM have a different view when it comes to MITRA. Like what you said, transformative NGOs. So we are trying to discuss with PM that it's not easy as said that Indians get fund from every agency. We are trying to maneuver to help them to identify the agencies, tap from them and give also. In the meantime, Mitra have to play a huge role as well. PM understand, but we need to be more convincing. So just give us more time.
One suggestion that was given by Dato' Sivabalan when I interviewed him was he suggested that
Which Dato' Sivabalan is
from Kementerian Komunikasi.
Okay, Dato' Sivabalan.
So he suggested that MITRA should play a role of a monitoring agency. That means to monitor the amount of funds that are also grants that are or financial support that's given by other agencies.
Like I said, that's what we proposed in RMK.
Okay.
MITRA to become monitoring agency.
That means monitoring is not it's not channeling the other money, but you all are monitoring.
Yes.
Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Monitoring, you mean monitoring the...
That means how much money funds are given by other agencies to Indians. So like say for example, I mean, what the agencies say, MARDI or whatever, agriculture, whatever, how much money is allocated to Indians or not allocated but given to Indians?
This is my statement in 7 February 2025.
So it says here, the Malaysian Indian Transformation Unit has proposed to the Ministry of Economy that it be granted the mandate to serve as a monitoring body to ensure the effective implementation of plans and initiatives for the Indian community under the 13th Malaysia Plan.
Okay. So we have voiced out.
Yeah, something so the directory, this monitoring, when it all comes as one, easier for the Indians, because now I think the understanding is MITRA only. So at the moment, if it's done like that, so I believe it will be much more easy. So people just direct themselves to MITRA and they get the answer. Okay, so YB, few words from you before we end. Maybe Tamil konjam.
Few words, okay, can. Enna சொல்ல வரேன்னா overall thanks Vinod and John for inviting me. Overall இந்த அரசாங்கத்துல இந்திய பிரதிநிதியோட numbers are very high. அங்க நிறைய MPs இருக்கும், டெபுட்டி மினிஸ்டர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்திய மக்களுக்கு ஒவ்வொரு தடவையும் இது பிரச்சனையாலும் சரி, இன்டர்னலி நாங்கள் பேசிக்கிறோம், பிரச்சனையை கவனிக்கிறோம். கட்சி மூலியமாகவும் சரி, பார்லிமெண்ட் மூலியமாகவும். இந்த பார்லிமெண்ட் செஷன்லையும் நீங்கள் பார்க்கலாம். நிறைய பேர் சொல்கிறாங்க குரல் கொடுக்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்கன்னு. எனக்கு புரியல. ஏன்னா குரல் கொடுத்து அதை வீடியோ போட்டால் தான் இவங்க நம்புவாங்க. அப்போ பேசிக்லி இந்திய தலைவர்களோட கிரெடிபிலிட்டி நீங்கள் குவெஸ்டியன் பண்ணுறீங்க. அப்போ ஒரு நாளைக்கு இந்திய தலைவரே இல்லாட்டி என்ன ஆகும்? அப்போ நீங்கள் பழி சொல்லக்கூடாதீங்க. ஸோ நாங்கள் எங்கள் வேலையை கரெக்டாக செய்கிறோம்னு நான் சொல்ல. there is always activists and NGOs pressuring us, which is good. Critics இருக்கணும், அப்போ தான் நாங்களும் எங்கள் வேலையை செய்வோம். ஆனால் இந்த மித்ரா இஷ்யூ மற்ற இஷ்யூலாம் give us a chance. இப்போ தான் 2.5 வருஷம் ஆயிருக்கு. ஸோ there is more time for us to improve, empower, policy level. ஸோ எங்களை நம்பி நீங்கள் அரசாங்கத்தை கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. ஸோ அந்த நம்பிக்கையை கண்டிப்பாக நாங்கள் காப்பாற்றுவோம். இல்லைன்னா இந்த தேர்தலில் நீங்களே முடிவு எடுக்கலாம். ஏன்னா அதிகாரம் உங்ககிட்ட தான் இருக்குது. அந்த 5 வருஷம் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டிவ் கவர்னன்ஸ் எந்த ஒரு கரப்ஷன் இல்லாமல் நம்ம கண்டிப்பாக கொண்டு போவோம். transformative programs எல்லாம் கரெக்டாக கொண்டு போவோம். பட் can we satisfy everyone? No, very difficult. But we are working. Engagement is the biggest success. So நாங்க engage பண்றது இந்த party மட்டும். Even few people from opposition I met in the engagement program. They come ask me few questions. I answered with true heart. They went to social media and they twisted it. But it's what opposition do. But I don't mind. End of the day, now we are enemies, maybe future we are friends. We don't know the situation. So politics is not stable every time. So, but we are very working honestly towards people's success. So give us more time.
Thank you so much, YB, for everything. Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. And guys, that was YB Prabakaran, who has shared a lot of interesting insights on MITRA. Thank you, Prince John. Prince, always hopefully we can do more sessions together.
We will.
We will. So guys, you guys, any questions, please share them. Maybe we can discuss it on next. Hopefully YB comes back and for his third podcast appearance on the Gurkha show, and we can...
Maybe we make it him as I'll do something that you become a host also.
Yes.
Oh. Like KJ,
nice, yeah, good idea.
Give me salary, I'll do it.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much. Again, please share your thoughts and please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you all soon. Take care.